Good morning, everyone. This is actually a very exciting reading I'm about to do. Oh, okay. I just heard to put some crystals just to support the energy. It's actually not. This is not a pick a card reading, actually. So yeah, here we go. Okay, this is about. This is how do we heal. And pile number 1 is going to talk about the physical healing. Pile number 2 about the emotional healing. And pile number 3 about the spiritual healing. So I'm really super excited I've shuffled the cards and they popped out. I have three popped out for each pile. So, which doesn't surprise me because 3 is a very, it's the unity, it's the Trinity, it's all of that. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's get started. How do we heal physically? Let's see what they say. Okay, well, balance. That makes sense. So we need to, meditate. Okay, let's look. Study, meditation, and balance. Just going to put these guys over here for right now. So study. So, how do we heal physically? We have to gain the knowledge. We have to learn, we have to, study whatever it is, whatever physical ailment. We have to research it. We have to, do some studying around it to learn how to heal it, right? But then meditation and balance. Okay, so when you're trying to heal yourself physically, it's not just about the knowledge that you receive. Like it might be, say you have a sore hip. Well, you might, know that you need to put some anti-inflammatory cream on it because you've, inflamed your hip for some reason. But you also need to meditate and understand what that inflammation means to you, and why you created that inflammation in your hip and what the hip means and all this kind of stuff. And there's lots, this is part of studying and meditating. You can, there's lots online that talks about that. And, I've actually studied that for years. Yeah. So there's lots of things you can do. And then restoring balance. Really what you're doing is restoring balance. So when you're healing physically, you're figuring out what's wrong physically. Then you're figuring out through meditation how it's connected to your mind, body, spirit, and how to shift it on all levels, not just on the physical level. Because when you're trying to heal physically, sure, you can use medications, and you can get your arm, if you have a dislocated arm, you can get it put back into place and have surgery or whatever. But if you don't do the meditation and restore the balance of your mind, body, and spirit, you will not fully heal physically, and you'll always be bothered. Okay, so your shoulder might always bother you, or your hip, or your knee, or how many stories do we know of that where it's like a lifelong thing, right? So when you're trying to heal something physically, make sure that you do all of these things. You do all the physical things that you need to do to heal it, but that you also do the meditation, and the meditation is what brings everything back into balance so that you can heal on all levels of your being, okay? Your mind, body, and spirit, okay? So that's super important, and that makes so much sense. Let's see what we have here. Emotional healing. Okay, we have a new love. Now, this love could be self-love, or it could be a new love. So emotional healing, ideas and inspiration. Okay, so when you're looking to heal emotionally, pay attention to what ideas and inspiration come to you, because they're coming for a reason. And then support. Okay, so you have, yeah, first, like, this is your angelic support, but also this is your physical support group as well. So find the people that support you, and also look to the angelic realms for your support as well, and be open to ideas and inspiration of from this support group, and from whatever places they come from, new ideas and inspirations that will bring joy and happiness, and just newness to your life. Okay, and this is this new love. So when you're trying to heal emotionally, it's very important to I'm hearing this newness, right, and ideas and inspiration to move forward, to keep moving forward, to keep exploring this new. Don't stay in the past. Don't stay in the old, okay? Be open to new love, be open to new ideas, new inspiration, and be open to this support, okay? From your angelic group or from your physical group, and ideally both, right? So look for that support, and but also move from the old to the new, okay? Just move from the old to the new. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, and then spiritually, how do we heal? Okay, divine guidance. That makes complete sense. We seek divine guidance when we're looking to heal spiritually, right? We seek it. And then the next card here is soulmate. So soulmate makes complete sense as well, because you want to find that soul tribe. I mean, a soulmate is fantastic, one, but we have many, like one romantic soulmate, but we have many soulmates, even romantic soulmates. We have many soulmates. So this card says to me, bring your soul tribe in, okay? So this is part of your support group over here. But so listen to your divine guidance, find your soul tribe. And then finally we have the card Archangel Michael, and he is like the archangel of healing. So that makes complete sense. Ask Archangel Michael for help, okay? Ask him to heal you. Ask him to help heal you. And you can ask him to help heal you on all levels, physical, emotional, and spiritual. So this is pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I don't know how it could be more clear, but this, I mean, you want to heal on all levels. This is why this reading is the way it is. And see how they're all connected, you don't just heal on one level when you heal. You can't just focus on healing emotionally and not heal spiritually. You can't just focus on healing physically and not heal emotionally and spiritually. You see what I'm saying? So, and spiritual healing will bring emotional and physical healing, right? So it's all interconnected. It's all intertwined. It all makes sense. To me, anyway. Hope it's making sense to you. So, is there anything else for this reading that wants to come? Oh, the chakra cards. Okay, so let's pull a few chakra cards. Whoops, there we go. Okay, so this is for the physical healing. It's a throat chakra one. Creativity. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. Okay, that goes along with this meditation for me card here. So, yeah, you want to transform your pain into positivity. So what I was saying here is, like, when you have a pain in an ailment in your body. Louise Hay did a lot of work on this, and there's so much out there about this, and the mind, body, and spirit connection, and how we create physical ailments in order to bring attention to something else in our lives, emotional or otherwise. And so yeah, if you meditate on it, if you study, if you look it up, you can Google Louise Hay, and I think it's Hayes. I think it's with an S. But anyways, Google that, or I don't know if you've there's other sources, and there's healers out there, and etc. But if you can identify where that pain is, why that pain is existing to begin with, you can turn it into positivity. You can transform it because it's teaching you something, right? So that's key when you're oh, and so the throat, sorry, I'm just getting a lot of information here. When the throat, it's important to mention the throat chakra. So there's something that I've studied for years, and it's called transvocal revelations healing, and it's a woman in Richmond, BC, that does it. And so she gives a voice, and she teaches you how to give a voice to the pain. So say you have a pain in your knee. Voice what that pain in your knee is saying to you. So be creative. This is the creativity and the throat chakra connection. Meditate and give that pain of, and by meditate, that means a lot of things to a lot of different people. So however you meditate, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, imagine, just ask the knee, why are you doing this? Why are you inflamed? Why are you, broken? Whatever it is. And give it a voice, voice what, I know this sounds weird, but voice what's going on with that knee emotionally, spiritually even, and that'll help you to understand what it's why you created it in the first place, and or why it exists in the first place, and helps you to restore the balance. Okay, so that makes sense. That chakra card. Okay, let's see what the next one is. It wants to pop out, if any. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is the crown chakra. So this is emotional. This is the crown chakra. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. Okay, so the crown chakra is, where your knowingness comes from. So in stillness, the answer will be revealed. So when you're trying to heal emotionally, spend some time in that stillness, okay? I know that when we're trying to heal emotionally, we just, and like I said, keep moving forward, of course, but often we want to just avoid everything, and we want to just keep going, and we want to, we don't want to be alone, right? So we resist that stillness. We, flood ourselves with friends, and that's great. The support is great, but we flood ourselves. We keep busy, we keep active, etc. Or we go into the stillness a little too much and become very depressed. But in the stillness, the answer will be revealed. So open yourself up when you're trying to heal emotionally to your knowing, right? Because ultimately you're going to figure out that maybe that situation wasn't best for you. Maybe that person wasn't best for you. Maybe that situation happened for a reason. Maybe, whatever. You have a knowingness and you know the answer. And you just need to sit still and let the answer be revealed, okay? So that's what that card is saying about emotional healing. And then, we have two coming for the spiritual healing. So we have the root chakra, so get grounded, okay? This tells me get grounded. It says foundation. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. Okay, so yeah, get grounded, okay? Get grounded so you can receive that divine guidance, okay? So that's what that's telling me, that root chakra card. And then chakra balance. So this pertains to all your chakras being open. Harmony, okay? Harmony makes the song of life sweeter. So yeah, you want to find that place of harmony. So get grounded, receive the divine guidance, connect with your soulmates, all of them, your soul tribe, as many as you can find, and join the communities that they're involved in, and ask Archangel Michael for help, and that will all bring this harmony and this chakra balance, okay? Also, what this card tells me is you might want to have either a Reiki session done or an energetic healing session done, or it goes by many names, shamanism, anything that deals with the chakra, do yoga, anything that deals with the energy centers, the chakras, opening them up and balancing them and bringing them into harmony. There's multiple modalities, I guess they call it, methods of doing that you can take advantage of, right? So I just want to see if there's anything else that we need to look at for this reading. Are there any other cards that are calling to me that want to speak for this reading? Numerology cards have something to say. All right. I don't know if you heard that, but the numerology cards are calling to me, so I'm going to shuffle some numerology cards and see what they have to say about healing for us. Okay, so for physical first, we're doing physical first. What do these cards want to share with us about physical healing? What guidance do they have for us? Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut these cards. That's what I heard I'm guided to do. I'm going to do it over here. You probably won't be able to see it, but I'm going to just, I'm going to move this card here. I don't want to block those things, so I'm going to put it down here for now. And I'm going to cut the cards over here into 3. Now the cards on the bottom of each pile are going to be what the cards are. So for physical, this is for physical. Okay, we have leadership for physical. Okay, and then we have self-discipline for emotional. Okay, and then we have completion for spiritual. Okay, all right, so let's see. I can put this over here. So leadership, what does this card mean with regards to physical healing? Okay, what I'm hearing is your physical healing is your responsibility. You need to take a leadership role in it, okay? You can't be passive. You can't expect others to care about your physical well-being as much as you do, okay? Or be as interested in it. Not even your doctors, okay? They're there to help and to obviously share knowledge with you and etc. Your doctors, your guides, your whatever healers you're going to, but you are ultimately responsible for your physical healing, okay? So you need to take a leadership role in your physical healing. That's what this is telling me. You need to take a leadership role. You need to you're the one that's most interested in your physical healing, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so that's what they want to say. So you need to you might find a doctor that helps you on the very physical level, gives you some medication, does some surgery, sets a bone, whatever it is. But and you might find an energy healer or some sort of naturopath or I don't know, whatever it might be, that helps you meditate and helps you figure out, some of your emotional, spiritual level stuff that's coming up and that your pain is showing you. But to bring everything into balance, it's up to you, okay? It's up to you. If you're not willing to do it, well, no one else is going to do it. You're the only person that can heal you physically, okay? You're the only person that can heal yourself physically. That is up to you. So I'm just going to put this like this. All right. So that's what it's saying. It's up to you. Okay. So healing emotionally, we have this self-discipline card. Okay. So what that tells, and that was an 81. So 81, I want to just speak to quickly. I heard, don't go away without that. 81 is combines for a 9, which is the number of completion, but also 8 is abundance and 1 is leadership. Okay, so you have an abundance of leadership ability that you haven't maybe even tapped into, that you're not even aware of. To lead yourself, okay? It's to lead yourself. You may lead others, but first and foremost, it's to lead yourself, okay, on your healing path. That's what that wants to say. So we're going to address the 4 and 1 here. First of all, 4 is foundations. 1 is new beginnings and also leadership, independence, etc. But here it's new beginnings. So foundations and new beginnings, okay, which combine for a 5, which means resilience and change. So we want, this newness. Remember, it said move away from the old and into the new. So that makes sense with the numerologies, the numbers that are showing up there. So self-discipline. We have to have self-discipline. We have to have the will to move from the old to the new. We can't keep letting ourselves fall back into the old patterns, into the old ways, into the old relationships, into the old whatever it is, right? So this card makes complete sense. You need to have self-discipline when you're trying to heal, okay? Especially emotionally. We all know that, right? We know that. You don't want to make those 3 a.m. phone calls or whatever. There's some self-discipline involved when you're trying to heal emotionally and when you're trying to move from the old to the new, okay? So just remember that. And then over here we have completion. In the we have number 9, which is completion for the spiritual healing, which makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, so number 9 is a number of completion, exactly as this says, and fulfillment, and there's what you can ask is, am I complete with this? So when you're healing spiritually, you're trying to bring yourself, you're trying to make yourself whole again when you're healing spiritually. So that's your mind, body, spirit, everything is becoming whole again, right? So everything that you're working through, everything that you're struggling with, etc., all it wants is to be accepted and embraced and welcomed back into the oneness. And that's that completion. Okay, you want to be complete. You want to be a complete person. You want to be the whole person that you are, right? So you want to accept every aspect of yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, I think is how the phrase goes. But yeah, you want to be a complete person. That's the goal. Okay, that's the goal of this spiritual healing, is to be a complete being, right? That a complete being that has integrated every part of yourself, every part of your human and divine self. So that's what the goal is here. And so that's that harmony again, right? When everything's in balance and in harmony, you'll have that completion. So that's the goal, and that's the tool that you can use, and to remember that you want to be complete. You want to be a whole person. You want to be a complete person, and being a whole and complete person means you don't deny parts of yourself. No matter how much you dislike them. So there's a process that I learned through my healing adventures, that you just need to choose to allow everything, every part of you. So sometimes if something's bothering you, and you don't like it, see, you're looking at the world, you're on this this spiritual healing path, and you're looking at the world and you're saying, there's so much poverty, and I just can't handle the poverty. I can't accept it. I can't accept that poverty exists. Well, first of all, everything's a choice. So poverty exists because there's, and some people are going to get upset when I say this, but it is a choice. It's a valid choice. People can make that choice. I'm not saying everybody who's poor is consciously making that choice. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying it's a valid choice that exists in this universe, and we have to accept that that's a valid choice that exists in this universe, and that some people will choose it. Some will, for whatever reason, and we've seen it. I mean, we've seen that. I mean, the classic case of that is, the rich kid who goes off and pretends to be poor. I mean, they're not really poor, so it's kind of different, but they they reject all their wealth, and they want to be poor. They want to live that life. They want to, they think it's more spiritually connected. The truth is everything's spiritually connected. Everything is, this is that completion. Everything is allowed. When you're healing spiritually, it's important to remember that everything is allowed. That's what is, the crux of it. So if there's something that's bothering you, something that's nagging at you, something that you just feel you can't accept, then that's the thing that you need to accept the most and allow the most and work on the most, because that's the thing that's keeping you from being complete and being whole. Okay, if you're not accepting that part of yourself, and you might think, well, I'm not poor, other people are poor, but you're not accepting the ability, the possibility of you making that choice to be poor one day, or the possibility of ever being poor, or I don't know, there's other better examples probably than poverty, but or angry. You don't accept yourself being angry. Let's talk about that one. So you don't accept anger. You don't like it when people show anger. You don't like it when you become angry. You're uncomfortable with anger. You really don't like anger. You don't want to accept that anger exists. Well, guess what? It exists. And so until you accept that it exists, it's going to keep showing itself to you, right? Because it wants to be welcomed and embraced into the wholeness, like I said, into the oneness. So this thought of completion and being complete, meaning being whole and complete, is very, very important on your spiritual path. Okay, so remember that. As long as you're rejecting parts of yourselves, parts of the universe, parts of existence, you're gonna feel incomplete, and you're gonna keep needing to heal, and these things are going to keep coming to you. Okay, so this woman that I studied with as well and did work with as well, one of the things that came to her once was she was feeling fear, and she saw it as the color yellow, which confused her because yellow is usually joy in her interpretation. So she asked actually Archangel Michael to help her with that, and what came was that both fear and joy are the same color, because with acceptance, or without acceptance, there is fear, but with acceptance, there is joy. So it's two sides of the same coin, right? And you have to, if you want that coin, you have to accept both sides of the coin. You have to have the heads and the tails, whether one you perceive as negative or positive, it doesn't matter. You can't have that coin unless you accept both sides of that coin. So that's that completeness of that coin. Okay, so I don't know if I'm explaining it well enough, but that's what I know. And that's what I'm here to share with you. So yeah, I mean, take what you will from this reading, and I hope it does help you. And I hope that if you like it, you'll like and subscribe. And we'll see what kind of readings come next. Okay, have a great day. Thank you for being here. I really, truly appreciate you. Bye-bye.